Hey, how you doing? Alex here. Thanks for joining me. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the skill sets that college coaches look for and evaluate at the Division I level, the Division II level, and the Division III level at all of the positions in baseball. So we're going to cover all of those, plus the qualities that you want to have as a player and the metrics. I know a lot of people talk about metrics and ask, how hard do I need to throw? What does my exit velocity need to be? What does my 60 time need to be? What does my pop time need to be? All of those things we are going to cover today. And this is coming from a former Division I college coach, scout, and recruiter with 11 years of experience. I was also Division I player as well. And honestly, I was just an average Division I player, but I've been around a lot of good players. I've played with a lot of players that went on to play at the highest level in the MLB, and also coached and recruited players that were outstanding. And these are the things and takeaways that I've gotten, and I talked to a lot of coaches, and I've kind of brought all of this in, hopefully again, into this short video. So if you get anything from this video, please smash that thumbs up, that like button down here, and subscribe to my channel. I put out a weekly video on recruiting and just how to get better on and off the field. Let's dive in. All right, team, we're going to start off with the important qualities to have as a player going through this recruiting process, going through high school, and that is going to be very, very attractive to college coaches and going to be boxes that they check off. The first one is strong mindset. Huge here. The sooner you can work on your mindset, and this is something that you're going to have to continue to work on and catch yourself with, but that this is so critical from going through this process, going through the game of baseball, which is all about failure and adversity. And you'll see my comments here dealing with adversity through the games when you have bad games, dealing with competition when you have players that are better than you. Because by the way, the higher you go, there's always going to be just somebody just as good as you or better that you're going to have to compete with on your team. And then of course on the other side of the field, being physical and being strong. College coaches want physical players. You look at college players these days, they're super physical. They've been in the weight room. They're very strong. They're flexible. All of these things. They're focused on the right muscle groups, to the legs, to the core, to the back, shoulders, even chest these days too as well. Being super athletic. Athleticism shows projectability. These college coaches look at projectability. Playing fast, playing aggressive. That's going to catch the eye of these college scouts. And I used to love players, and most scouts love players that just play fast and play aggressive. They're not afraid to make mistakes. Be a leader on and off the field. Be coachable, trying to improve. How are you with being coachable? How are you with your high school coach? How are you with your travel ball coach? How are you with coaches that you might not really like? Okay, you still need to be coachable. You still need to understand, which is the last one, care about the team, and what ultimately matters is winning, right? Winning and helping your team win. Because again, you're not going to always have coaches or teammates or players or people when you get to the business world or life where you're going to like everybody, but you need to learn how to navigate that and not burn bridges, if you will, as you go through this process. So let's get into the first position, which is going to be pitchers here. And the first thing we're going to talk about is velocity, because I know that most people want to talk about velocity, and it is part of the pitcher, is one piece of the puzzle that these college coaches look for, and you'll see all the metrics here. And these are averages. And if you're a freshman or sophomore or even junior right now and you're not at these numbers, hey, that's okay, but these are averages at these levels, okay? And of course, there's going to be guys above this and guys a little bit below this, but most guys are sitting here at these levels. And we're going to start with the Division I Power 5 schools. Most guys are sitting 88 to 90, and I'm emphasizing cities. This is not topping out. They're sitting there 88 to 90 and topping out 91, 92, 93. I mean, there's guys topping out at 105. It's insane. And then a mid to high 90s. College baseball has never been better. It's unbelievable what these pitchers are throwing these days. So these is on average 88 to 90 Power 5s. And then topping out, low to mid 90s as we go. Division I mid majors, 86 to 88. I should have the caveat of that this is right-handed pitchers. Sitting usually mid-majors 86 to 88 plus. Plenty of guys mid-majors that are throwing 90s and mid-90s. Campbell, I don't know if you guys saw this on TV, but they had two guys, two pretty much first rounders. I'm not sure. I know one went first rounder. I don't know about the other guy, but we're sitting 94 to 96. Topping out 97, 98. And Campbell's a mid-major program in the Southeast. So again, this really good pitchers all around the country. The tide rises all boats, meaning college baseball has just gotten better and better at all of the levels, not only Division I. And from a left-handed pitcher standpoint, take about 2 miles an hour off of this, and that's usually on average where guys are sitting. So for the Division I Power 5 schools, it's like usually 86, 88 they're sitting, and they're topping out 90, 91. You saw the Ole Miss guy Elliott, he's sitting 87, 88, 89, hitting 90 every once in a while. Pretty common for Power 5 schools. And again, taking 2 miles an hour off each of these levels for left-handed pitcher. Division II, 85, 86. Division III, 84 to 85. That's kind of that threshold to play at the next level from Division III and up, is getting to that 84, 85 range and sitting there. You're going to be able to find a place to play, just finding the right school. Arm action is what these college coaches also look at. Shows projectability. So if you're a freshman or a sophomore and your arm action is really clean and loose, and maybe you're not at these numbers, it's showing projections. And then your repeatable delivery, and are you throwing strikes? Super important that you throw strikes. You can command your fastball on both sides of the plate. You can throw a breaking ball over, and you don't have to have the world's greatest changeup, but working on your changeup, that helps a lot going through this. So that's the pitcher's aspect of it. Let's get into the next position, which is outfielders. Can hit for average and some power. So outfielders going to need to also run really well, go track balls down, and be able to hit. Be able to hit for some average, depending on usually the right fielders can hit for a little power, or left fielders, center fielders are going to be able to really run, be able to get on base, be that leadoff guy that can again really run. From numbers standpoint, Division I Power 5, 6'8", on average 60 or less. Division I mid majors, and again these are average. There's going to be some guys that are definitely below this, and some above this as we go. Division I mid majors 6'9", 60 or less. Division II around 7'0", 60 or less. Division III 7'1", 60 or less. These are for outfielders, and most even middle infielders. This is on average right here, maybe 1/10 up for middle infielders. But good base runners, quick actions, good reads in the outfield, very important. Good first step in tracking down the ball. Can really go get it and play fast and play aggressive. Let's talk about catchers. So the receives super well. Got to be able to receive really well. This is people overlook this and don't think about this. You have to be able to receive. This is an art. I'm a former catcher, a former college catching coach, and this is such an important trait, especially when you got guys throwing as hard as they do with movement. You got to be able to receive really well. Got to be able to block. And yes, throws, pop times, it is sexy. It is one aspect of it. You got to be able to throw it down there and get down there. Power 5 schools are like in the 1/8s. That might be a little quick on an average, but low 1/9s. Again, these are averages here, and these are accurate throws. Very important. Division I mid majors guys, definitely 1/9s. Pop times on the bag. Division II right around that 2.0. Like for example, for me, I was Division I mid major program. I would throw a 1/9 every once in a while, but on average I was right around 2.0, but I was super accurate. Division III pop time, it's going to be the numbers, it's hard to say this, but 2.1 is going to be right around there. Again, nice and accurate. It's not going to be the fastest time in the world, but again, accurate, can really block and really receive. Quick actions, good body, can hit for average. Okay, at the college level, you still gotta. Catching is the number one thing, but you got to be able to really hit. Got to be able to really hit. As far as when I say really hit, it helps if you really hit at the next level and you're a catcher. That is a big plus. Usually you'll see catchers that can really hit and have pop times. They're at the Division I Power 5s and mid majors. That's a big aspect of it. Let's get on to the next couple positions. Corner guys, so third base, first base. power hitters. These guys are hitting for a lot of power, hitting for average as well. And this is, I have the exit velocity here. It's probably one of the most overrated, honestly, metrics. It doesn't matter that much, other than corner guys having some power, because you could have 93, 95. I've seen guys that have 100 miles an hour exit velocity in high school, but they can't hit. You get in the game and they just can't hit the ball. They're striking out all the time. They're making weak contact. So this is a big just number that has to be confirmed, that you can actually put the barrel on the ball. But on average, on Division I Power 5 schools, 93 miles per hour exit velocity, 91 mid-major, or 90 exit velocity at the mid-major programs. Division II around 87 plus. Division III around 85 plus. Good hands, quick first step over at third base or first base, because it's the hot corner, especially third base. Got to be able that quick step to get to that the ball in the hole or ball down the line. Good play discipline. Running helps. If you can run, man, that's awesome as well, but it's not important. Let's talk about middle infielders. Quick action, range, good hands, good feet. Think smooth. This is the most athletic guy on the field, typically. Okay, this is the most athletic that can kind of do it all. Shortstops that can do it all, and at the college level, they usually recruit all shortstops that were in high school, and then they just separate them. They'll put the guy that didn't win out at shortstop that year, they'll put him over possibly at second base, or maybe even third base, or maybe in the outfield. Arm above average, can hit for average and some power, speed important. So it's all of these qualities, and the ranges from the exit velocity and to the running are about as what these numbers show here as we go. But that is the skill sets that college coaches evaluate for at each position. Hopefully there was something that you took away, and hopefully this can help you focus on some things at your position that you can improve or continue to improve as you go through this process. Please comment down below if any questions that you have, and I'll see you in the next video.